Just one spoonful of honey before bed. It might be the golden key to help you sleep better, stay healthier, and live longer. Would you believe it? Yes, it is not about expensive supplements, nor about complicated functional foods. It is simply a spoonful of honey, something that seems so simple and familiar, yet holds a kind of miracle that thousands of seniors around the world are quietly experiencing every night. You might be surprised to learn that just after a few days of taking honey before sleep, many people no longer toss and turn in the middle of the night. They wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and light, as if their entire body had been rejuvenated. Not only that, their immune system is strengthened, their memory improves, their blood pressure becomes more stable, and even their morning breath feels much more pleasant. Why does it have such a miraculous effect? How should older adults use honey to achieve the maximum benefits without causing any adverse effects? In this video, I will help you understand every aspect of this small habit that holds the power to change your entire quality of life. And if you are looking for a natural way to restore your health, sleep more deeply, and live more peacefully every day, then you absolutely should not take your eyes off today's video. Before we begin, please leave a comment below with a positive affirmation as a commitment to attracting good things. For example, I deserve to live healthily and peacefully every day. Or whatever your heart desires, and do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, so you will not miss out on valuable insights to help you live healthier, happier, and more deeply each day. Age brings a natural decline in the body. After the age of 60, the digestive system functions less effectively due to a lack of enzymes, making nutrient absorption more difficult. A weakened immune system increases the risk of illnesses, especially chronic diseases. At the same time, oxidative stress accumulates over time, silently damaging the bones, joints, and brain, and accelerating the overall aging process. And this is exactly when honey, an ancient superfood, demonstrates its special role. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, honey contains more than 180 bioactive compounds beneficial to health, including vitamin B group and vitamin C, supporting the nervous system and tissue regeneration, essential minerals such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, and zinc. Extremely important for bones, the brain, and cardiovascular health. Particularly natural enzymes such as glucose, oxidase, and catalase, helping to fight bacteria, support digestion, and eliminate free radicals. And we cannot forget about the group of polyphenols and flavonoids, powerful antioxidant compounds that slow down cellular aging, protect DNA, and reduce inflammation at the microscopic level. But more importantly, honey is particularly beneficial at night, when the body enters its deepest phase of recovery and repair. Science calls this restorative deep sleep, which usually occurs from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. During this period, the body begins synthesizing proteins, healing inflammation, detoxifying cells, and regenerating new tissues. However, if there is not enough material, such as enzymes, minerals, stable blood sugar, and antioxidants, this process will be interrupted. That is why a spoonful of honey before bed acts like smart refueling for your entire biological system while you are resting. Because it contains precious nutrients and deeply influences the body's natural recovery process, eating one spoonful of honey before bed brings many noticeable benefits for older adults. Let us explore 6 wonderful effects that this small habit can bring every night. 1. Helps achieve deep sleep and prevents waking up in the middle of the night. Deep sleep is the foundation for physical and mental recovery. But unfortunately, most seniors experience insomnia, light sleep, and frequently waking up during the night for no apparent reason. Medically speaking, one of the reasons why older adults do not sleep deeply is the decline in serotonin, a neurotransmitter that promotes relaxation and is also the main raw material the body uses to produce melatonin, the hormone that regulates the natural sleep cycle. When serotonin is deficient, the feeling of relaxation before sleep decreases, making it harder to fall asleep and easier to be awakened by small noises or minor changes in temperature or light. And this is when honey, something that seems so simple, becomes an incredible lifesaver. Just with one small spoonful in the evening, Honey provides a stable source of glucose, naturally stimulating the production of serotonin, helping the body synthesize melatonin without the need for sleeping pills. More importantly, this process does not cause a sudden spike in insulin. Like refined sugar, does not harm the liver and does not create neural dependency. It is like gently resetting your biological clock in a sustainable and natural way. According to a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, older adults who used honey every night before sleep showed significant improvement in sleep quality after just 14 days. Specifically, it increased the duration of deep sleep and reduced the number of nighttime awakenings. The two most important factors for the body to produce growth hormones, repair tissues, and restore nerve cells. And if you combine honey with warm milk turmeric or a gentle herbal tea, the effect will be even stronger. This is not just a trending tip on the internet. It is a traditional formula that has been used for centuries by ancient medical traditions of India, China, and the Mediterranean region. Civilizations that deeply understood how to bring the body into a state of calmness before sleep. 2. Strengthens the immune system. As we age, the immune system weakens, and this is not just a natural fact, but a silent threat. When protective cells like macrophages, T lymphocytes, or antibodies slow down, seniors become more vulnerable to seemingly simple illnesses like colds, sore throats, seasonal flu, or respiratory infections. Even more seriously, a common cold can quickly escalate into pneumonia or respiratory failure because the body no longer has the strength to fight back, and the ability to respond to antibiotics also diminishes. Therefore, boosting the immune system early, before illness strikes, is the smartest and most proactive way to protect health. Raw honey contains natural hydrogen peroxide, a substance with powerful antibacterial properties, similar to what is used in medical settings but in a gentle, non-toxic form. Once absorbed into the body, it helps destroy harmful bacteria and viruses right in the digestive tract, which is considered the front line of the immune system. Additionally, honey contains plant compounds like flavonoids and phenolic acids, which have anti-inflammatory and antiviral effects, helping reduce widespread inflammatory responses, a major cause of fatigue and declining immunity in older adults. Especially during cold seasons, when dry and chilly air easily irritates the respiratory tract, using honey helps soothe the mucous membranes, reduce swelling, and prevent bacterial overgrowth. Several clinical studies conducted in Japan and Finland have shown that seniors who have the habit of using honey regularly, especially in the evening, have a 30 to 40% lower incidence of seasonal flu and respiratory infections compared to control groups. This effectiveness comes from honey's ability to promote the production of cytokines, messenger molecules that help immune cells communicate and react quickly when pathogens attack. 3. Reduces coughing and soothes the throat. For older adults, the throat tends to be much more sensitive. A bit of dryness, a slight change in the weather, or even airflow from an air conditioner can cause an itchy throat, leading to persistent coughing, especially at night. Many people are accustomed to using cough syrups or allergy medications, but somewhere in nature, there has always been a gentler and highly effective solution: raw honey. When consumed, honey acts as a thin biological membrane covering the irritated or slightly inflamed throat lining. This layer immediately soothes the dry and scratchy feeling, naturally suppressing the cough reflex without causing drowsiness like conventional medication. Moreover, honey contains natural antibacterial compounds such as hydrogen peroxide and formic acid, helping to eliminate bacteria that cause throat infections, reduce swelling, and limit the spread of infection. Interestingly, this effect is not just based on folklore. Medical studies at the University of Oxford have shown that honey's effectiveness in reducing cough is comparable to, or even better than, many over-the-counter cough syrups currently available. And unlike medications, honey does not cause dependency, has no side effects, and does not negatively impact sleep or internal organs, which is extremely important for older adults. Therefore, if you often suffer from dry coughs and an itchy throat, especially at night, try taking a spoonful of honey before bed. your throat will feel soothed, the cough will significantly subside, and your sleep will become much more peaceful, because it contains precious nutrients and deeply supports the body's natural recovery process. Eating 1 spoonful of honey before bed brings many clear benefits for seniors. Let us explore 6 wonderful effects that this small habit can bring every night. 4. Stabilizes blood sugar and supports cardiovascular health. Many seniors believe that honey is sweet, and therefore they assume it will raise blood sugar levels. But the truth is, not all sugars are the same, and the way the body reacts to honey is very different from regular white sugar. Refined sugar, the kind found in candies, soft drinks, or pre-mixed coffee, often causes a sudden spike in blood sugar, forcing the pancreas to release a flood of insulin to rebalance. When this happens repeatedly, it weakens. The pancreas causes insulin resistance and paves the way for type 2 diabetes. Meanwhile, honey, especially raw honey, has a lower glycemic index than refined sugar and is absorbed more slowly and steadily. It contains a natural combination of glucose and fructose, along with enzymes that regulate the absorption rate, so it does not create a sugar shock like white sugar does. This is particularly beneficial for seniors who are at risk of nighttime blood sugar fluctuations. Not only that, honey also helps lower bad cholesterol, increase good cholesterol, and improve arterial elasticity, according to a study from the Journal of Food Science and Nutrition published in 2021. These are crucial factors in preventing atherosclerosis, strokes, and high blood pressure. The leading risks among the elderly. 2 essential minerals in honey, potassium and magnesium, also play roles in stabilizing heart rhythm, mildly lowering blood pressure, and enhancing the natural regulation of cardiovascular function. Some studies even show that seniors who replace refined sugar with honey have a lower incidence of the dangerous triangle of belly fat, high blood lipids, and hypertension. These 3 factors often develop together after age 60, but can be prevented by simple habit changes, such as replacing white sugar with real honey and using it regularly every night. 5. Protects the brain and prevents memory decline. Aging does not just tire out the body, it also silently affects memory and thinking ability. Many seniors start noticing that they forget familiar names, misplace objects they were just holding, or forget what they were about to say. This is not an unusual sign, but a natural consequence of brain aging, particularly due to neural cell damage caused by prolonged oxidative stress. At this point, honey once again shows its special role. Raw honey contains an abundant amount of natural antioxidants, especially polyphenols like flavonoids and ferulic acid. These compounds can neutralize free radicals, the culprits that destroy nerve cells and impair cognitive function. When free radicals are kept in check, neurons in the brain are better protected, helping to maintain memory, learning ability, and mental clarity. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed that older adults who used honey daily for 12 weeks had significant improvements in short-term memory and neural reflex tests compared to those who did not use honey. Interestingly, these benefits did not come from sugar content, but from the nurturing effect that honey provides through enzymes, B vitamins, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Not only does honey help prevent memory decline, but it also relaxes the nervous system and reduces chronic stress, a key factor that causes the brain to age faster. Taking 1 spoonful of honey before bed is like wrapping your brain in a protective blanket, allowing it to rest, recover, and regenerate in the most natural and gentle way. 6. Supports digestion. Many seniors have shared that they struggle to fall asleep simply because of their stomachs. Even if they eat early when they lie down to sleep, they often feel bloated, gassy, or uncomfortable, and sometimes even suffer from constipation. These small symptoms greatly affect the quality of sleep and the mood the next morning. Honey, with its gentle nature and special biological structure, acts as a remarkably effective digestive aid. Although few people realize it, honey contains natural enzymes such as amylase and invertase, which help break down carbohydrates and reduce the burden on the stomach and intestines. This is crucial for seniors whose pancreatic and liver enzyme production has significantly declined. Moreover, honey is a natural prebiotic, meaning it provides food for beneficial gut bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. These good bacteria not only improve nutrient absorption, but also stimulate bowel movements, helping to prevent constipation, a very common issue among seniors, especially at night when physical activity is low. 1 spoonful of honey before bed, especially if mixed with warm water, can help soothe the digestive system, reduce bloating, and gently support bowel movements by the next morning. This is not just a solution for better sleep, but also a way to care for the gut, which is often called the second brain of the body. Especially for those who are taking multiple prescription medications, which easily cause dry intestines and digestive disorders. Honey serves as a natural balancer, helping to reduce side effects while keeping the digestive system running smoothly and regularly. After learning about all these wonderful benefits, you might be wondering, so how should I use honey to get the best results for my body? Because more is not always better. Especially for seniors, every small detail deserves careful attention. First, the ideal amount is 1 teaspoon per night, which is about 5 to 7 grams of pure honey. This is just enough to activate biological mechanisms such as cell regeneration, sleep regulation, and digestion support, without causing excess sugar or overloading the liver. The most important timing is about 30 minutes to 1 hour before going to bed. The reason is that at this time the body starts lowering its biological rhythms, blood pressure slightly drops, nerves relax, and the liver and brain prepare to enter a recovery state. As for how to use it, if you have no throat or stomach problems, you can eat a direct spoonful of pure honey and let it slowly melt in your mouth. If you tend to have a sensitive stomach cough or an easily irritated throat, you can mix honey with warm water at around 104 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, or add a few slices of fresh ginger or warm milk. This is a great way to soothe the digestive and respiratory systems before bedtime. A common question is, after using honey, do I need to brush my teeth again? But more importantly, make sure you are using real honey. Not everything sweet is honey, and not everything labeled pure is the real deal. Nowadays, many products on the market are mixed with sugar syrups, artificial flavors, or have been heat processed, which destroys most of the natural nutrients in honey. Many people use honey daily without seeing any benefits, because in reality, they are using fake honey without knowing it. So how can you tell the difference? Here are a few simple ways to test honey at home. Drop some onto white tissue paper. Real honey absorbs slowly without spreading like sugar water. Dip a stick into honey and light it. Real honey burns with a caramel scent, while fake honey bubbles and smells acrid. Drop honey into a glass of cold water. Real honey sinks in a distinct stream, while fake honey dissolves quickly or clouds the water. The best way is to buy honey from trusted local sources with clear harvesting information and quality certifications. Only real honey allows your body to absorb nature's true gifts and fully enjoy the remarkable nightly benefits. Although honey is a wonderful natural gift, like any natural supplement, it must be used properly. To gain its benefits without side effects, it is important to know when to use it carefully or avoid it altogether. First, people who are being treated for diabetes or who have unstable blood sugar levels should be especially cautious. Even though honey has a lower glycemic index than refined sugar, it is still a natural form of sugar. If you have diabetes, using honey should be discussed with a specialized doctor or a nutritionist to ensure it does not interfere with your current treatment plan. Second, if you have a history of allergies to pollen, insects, or bee products, honey is also a food that should be approached carefully. Some types of raw honey still retain traces of pollen or foreign proteins, which could trigger allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. If you have never used honey before or have experienced mild allergic reactions, you should test with a very small amount first and monitor yourself for 24 hours. Additionally, there is one particularly important note. Honey should absolutely not be given to children under 1 year of age. This is not only due to the risk of allergies, but also because of the risk of botulism poisoning, a bacterium that can exist in raw honey and pose serious dangers to an infant's immature immune system. Finally, for those undergoing treatment for severe liver disease, metabolic disorders, or those taking medications that affect digestive functions, it is essential to read ingredient information carefully and consult with a doctor before using honey regularly, even in small doses. Although honey is generally safe, it still contains energy and bioactive substances, so it must be used knowledgeably and not based on assumptions. Remember, taking care of your health is a long journey, not a short-term fix. Honey will bring its best benefits when used by the right person, in the right way, and in the right amount, as part of a healthy lifestyle, not as an instant folk remedy. Ultimately, the most precious thing does not lie in honey. It lies in your attitude toward your own health. Do you choose to enter sleep with a sense of lightness or weighed down by fatigue? Do you choose to wake up each morning ready to embrace a new day, or feeling groggy and disheartened like yesterday? One spoonful of honey each night may not make you 10 years younger, but it can become a gentle daily reminder that says, I am choosing to take care of myself. And that is the starting point for all recovery. No one needs to push you. No one needs to save you. You just need to start with one small action. And when you do it consistently, your body will respond, gently, little by little. And if you find value in this video, do not forget to hit the like button and share it with your loved ones, especially those who need a gentle method to improve their sleep and health in their golden years. Leave a positive message below as a commitment to your journey of self-care starting today. For example, I am healing day by day, or I deserve to live a healthy, peaceful, and abundant life. See you again in the next videos.